Hello, everybody, wherever you may be. Thank you so much for stopping by here on the Wine with Jimmy channel. I am your host, Jimmy Smith. So we are a wine educational channel which helps to really help those of you of the world that are interested in wine understand it better so we can enjoy it more. We're very much geared up on this channel to help people with their wine studies. So with courses such as the WSET. What I'm about to go through is in fact part for the Diploma, the WSET level 4 on wine production, talking around quality control procedures. This is going to be a two-part series. So this short video will be on hygiene, quality control, and quality assurance. Part 2 will be on the HACCP, the ISO, and traceability. Now, these are certainly not the sexiest things to be discussing and presenting. I will do my utmost to make this appealing to all of you out there, but it's part of the wine process. So, of course, it does hold importance. Does really hold importance in terms of quality. However, of course, it's certainly not talking about the romantic side of the world of wine. It's much more about the clean-cut scientific side of it. This part is available as free content on the world of YouTube. So if you do have any comments or burning questions or concerns, then please get in touch by commenting below on this video. And whilst you're down there typing away, why don't you just hover your cursor over the subscribe button and click, and also the like button and click. That would be a very lovely thing to do and much appreciated by me here at Wine with Jimmy. Okay, so let's look at the world of hygiene, quality control, and quality assurance. And also, by the way, if you do have social media and you want to get in touch, you can do so. You find that at the bottom of every slide. So hygiene in the winery to begin with. So virtually all modern wineries regard hygiene as a very high priority. It's something I think that is very much important in human nature, and it is also therefore important in what we do here in the production of wine. High standards of hygiene give the winemaker the maximum chance of producing sound quality wine and avoiding, of course, contamination from organisms that could cause spoilage within the wine. New wineries which are created are, of course, designed to facilitate the ease of cleaning for that high standard of hygiene. So this includes the use of easy to clean stainless steel. So we'll see the big stainless steel vats in our picture. The hard, non-porous floor surfaces that slope to aid drainage, and equipment being located so that it can be reached to be cleaned. So good accessibility. So you'll see here access to get inside there. You don't have to climb into it, and you don't have to employ a child to get in there because it's a tiny, tiny hole like you have with some of the very old barrels. Of course, this isn't allowed anymore, but in the past, it was actually the process that happened. Particular attention must be paid to the very hard to reach areas. So underneath the equipment and around the dead ends of pipes, for examples. Also, pores in oak barrels and containers continue to be a potential source of spoilage organisms. So it's something which is a bit of a problem. So there must be very much specific care and attention taken to the cleanliness of barrels which are used year in and year out. Okay, so there are 3 procedures for hygiene. We have cleaning, sanitizing, and sterilizing. So at the bottom of this list, you will see cleaning. This is really to remove the surface issues, the surface dirt. So you've got things like spray water guns, squeegees, hoovers, and things like brushes, for example, for cleaning. Then you have sanitation. So the reduction of unwanted problems like organisms that really bringing them down to acceptably very low levels, typically with water and detergent or other sanitizing agents, and sometimes even steam is used as well. It is actually reckoned that for every litre of wine produced, 10 litres of water is actually used, most of that for hygienic purposes. So for 1 litre of wine, 10 litres of water is used. And then sterilization, the elimination of unwanted organisms. So for example, from high risk areas, such as the filler heads of bottling lines, these can be sterilized with high strength alcohol or with steam, and in some cases with UV light as well. Wineries have a detailed schedule setting out their cleaning program of daily activities, weekly activities, and of course, monthly actions for all these three that you can see. Okay, now we're talking a little bit about quality control. The definition of quality control is a system of maintaining standards in manufactured products by testing a sample of the output against a specification. So quality control in a winery is a set of practices by which the company ensures a consistently good quality product. And really a lack of quality control can lead to, of course, poor quality wines and variable and unpredictable quality. So quality control should be performed throughout the wine making process to monitor things like fermentation, malolactic conversion, and also the development of faults. There are many tests that can be performed, but some of the most important are what I have listed here on the screen. So titratable acidity at the top and pH to ensure balance in the wine and long-term stability. Alcohol content, of course, in terms of legal requirements in most countries. Color, and of course that's more in terms of the aesthetic because people expect certain appearances. Free and total sulfur dioxide, and that's because once again there is legal requirements around what there are maximum amounts permitted of sulfur, but also around what is needed for long-term stability as that wine goes to market. Microbial stability to ensure that there are no yeasts or bacteria which would bring about a very serious instability. Chemical stability to ensure that there is a risk of no risk rather of unwanted deposits or things like protein haze forming in the wine, and then bottle fill to make sure that each bottle has the right amount of wine in it. Of course, that can be rather important because if you line all of your bottles up and they have differing top fill levels when you take the capsules off, it can look rather unprofessional. And our last slide here is around quality assurance. This is a broader concept that includes quality control. It is the complete way a business will organize and structure itself to deliver a good quality product consistently, and of course to protect itself against any future legal challenges that may arise because of problems that can happen. So this includes planning, it includes management systems, and of course the monitoring and recording of key standards from vineyard to the bottling of the wine. By having a really rigorous and comprehensive system in place, a producer can show that they have taken all the reasonable and necessary precautions to produce a safe product for the consumer. And then they'll have, of course, all of the proper documentation, the paperwork, which is needed to prove it. And this is something, of course, we do very much throughout our life with paper chains, email chains, documentation, receipts, and so on. So that brings me to the riveting end of quality control procedures. I do hope you've enjoyed this. It is a part of the syllabus and qualifications for WSET. So although it's not absolutely spellbinding and sort of edge of the seat stuff, it's still important nonetheless. If you do have any comments, questions, or concerns, you can get in touch with me here at Wine with Jimmy. The best way, because this is a free video on the world of YouTube, is to pop a comment in the video below. And please make sure that you click subscribe and hit the like button, please. If you are social media inclined, then of course you'll find all of the social media at the bottom of the presentation. If you do find yourself in old blighty shores here in the United Kingdom, in the lovely rolling hills of England, then come down to the capital city of London, where you can come and visit one of my wine schools or my wine bar. You can come and see us for a class, a glass, or a bottle. I've been Jimmy Smith. Thank you so much for stopping by. Ciao for now.